In 1994, Universal Pictures released the absolute childhood classic, The Flintstones, starring John Goodman. And looking back now, I'm shocked to see that movie has such terrible reviews, specifically on Rotten Tomatoes. Regardless of that, I was, and still am, a huge fan of the original. I loved the cartoon as a kid, and I loved the 1950s show The Honeymooners that the original show is based on. So of course I was going to be obsessed with the 1994 movie. As a kid, my parents always brought home movies, and one of them was the 2000 prequel movie to The Flintstones, titled The Flintstones in Viva Rock Vegas. I was a smooth-brained child, but I loved this movie, and this movie is famously bad. The early 2000s was admittedly a weird time for movies. It was in an in-between space between the grunge-filled 90s and the PG, ad-friendly world of the 2010s, and this movie is no exception. It is weird. I'm shocked that it was even released in theaters at all. It was directed by Brian Levant, who is known for directing Beethoven, Jingle All the Way, and Are We There Yet? Some solid movies that some would say. It had a respectable budget of $83 million, but unfortunately it only made about $60 million at the box office. Yikes. I'm also shocked to find out that Universal greenlit 2 back-to-back sequels for the 1994 movie. But after John Goodman refused to come back, and the financial failure of this movie, the third one was rightfully canceled. And I swear to God, the third one was going to be an Old West musical. So how bad can this prequel be? Boy, we're gonna find out. Will I enjoy it as much as I did as a kid, as a 29-year-old today? Who knows? That's exactly what we're gonna find out when we revisit the Flintstones and Viva Rock Vegas. All right, Joey C., roll the tape.
You are a calamity, a disgrace.
Did anybody else see those big letters flying by?
What the hell? Is that Alan Cumming? Mr. Floop himself? I don't know what I expected with this movie, but I did not expect this.
The test is today.
Today?
I got 3 stomachs. Cut me some slack.
I know this is a kid's movie after all, and there are gay jokes in this movie, but fart jokes is where I draw the line. Unacceptable.
Where they go, Fred?
Yabba dabba doo. She's a fucking smoke show. Good lord. Kristen Johnston? Holy shit, how you doing?
Staring at the top, hit Bedrock again.
And going bowling?
Isn't she the best?
Oh, yes, she is. Oh.
What the hell am I watching? Good lord, CGI has really come a long way. Obviously, it's green screen, but all I'm saying is whoever edited this, you're fired. Because it just doesn't seem sized correctly. That just looks goofy. I love bad effects. This movie is full of them.
Thinking of investing in?
You and Chip are perfect for each other.
What are you talking about? A girl bar. Oh, yeah, right.
I am here to observe your species' mating rituals.
Oh. Yeah, I forgot about the whole alien subplot in this movie. Which, I understand that Gazoo, the alien, is from the cartoon, so it's probably fan service, but the whole alien subplot seems kind of forced. And you're gonna realize that by the end of the movie, that whole alien plot, completely unnecessary. Totally forced.
I am not some sort of friendly cartoon genie.
Oh, dear.
That's gotta be copyright, folks, on Burger King. That's all I'm saying. I understand it's Bronto King, but there's a crown with BK on it. So clearly that's Burger King. And I also understand that Burger King had some movie tie-in toys with their little Happy Meals, whatever the Happy Meal version of Burger King is. I understand that, but still, I want Burger King now, so I'm gonna order that. You can't even say that it's fair use anymore because they're clearly advertising Whoppers for 2 clams. And by the way, goddamn, that's cheap. And look how big the hamburgers are. The people of Bedrock are doing fantastic. I'm going to have to examine the economy of this world in this Stone Age universe because, good lord, they're doing well for themselves.
Oh, I'm Betty. I'll be your waitress.
What the fuck? One single onion ring? As big as my torso? This is paradise on earth. Good lord, I'm hungry now. Wow.
The fish is fresh, but be careful, so are the bus boys.
How much is a glass of water?
Free.
Great, I'll have 2.
I just want to point out that Betty is once again an absolute smoke show. Good God. Can we just admire her for one moment? Wow.
Oh my. Are you caveless? Stay with me till you're back on your feet. I'm gonna buy you lunch.
Good night, Barney.
Good night, dum-dums. I am here to observe your species' mating rituals.
And there's your typical gay joke that you often see in movies like this. And I gotta tell you, this movie got right to the point. Only 16 minutes in. Not too shabby. If I had to guess, I would say Barney is probably the bottom. I have pretty good gaydar, so I trust my instincts.
Girls!
And where are these girls?
I've been asking myself the same thing.
You want a date?
Barney, tonight we shower.
Come on, dude. Are you serious? Go shower. Good Lord, this is how I imagine straight men when they get a date. They have to shower once a week. And if you're straight and you haven't showered today, please, for the love of God, jump in the shower. Listen to your father, okay? Go do it. Again, come on, dude. I can get behind riding dinosaurs and your little foot vehicles that you got going, but I cannot get behind a rock camcorder. I can't describe to you how angry that makes me. That's fucking bullshit.
Hey, that looks like bowling. Barney, can we play?
Wow.
So what do you want to do first?
What was your name again?
Come on, pretty boy. Come on.
Wait, is that the guy from the first Flintstones movie? Oh my God, it is! And come to find out that he is one of 2 actors who returned for this movie from the original. We'll get into the other one later on because, by God, you won't expect it. I'm actually impressed that I spotted that without looking it up. I really need a social life or a partner.
Do you think you could teach me how to throw like that?
Whoa!
Now relax.
This is a kid's movie, for God's sakes. Where are they going with this? Is my mind in the gutter, or are they being dirty? I don't know. A lot of feet content in this movie, and if you're into that, good for you. It must have been the Nickelodeon influence, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, do your research. We're not going to get into that. That's too much of a deep dive for me. I got to eat before I think like that.
Hey, Fred! Fred! Fred, would you mind if I left with Betty? She says she wants to go back to our place and cook me breakfast.
You are absolutely joking. You're absolutely joking. They did not just say that in a kid's movie. What do you mean? Of course, as a child, I completely overlooked that and missed it. Which leads me to my next question. How many jokes like that did I miss in children's movies and shows? They must be littered with them. What do you mean? Are you kidding me? I can't believe it.
Chilly, are you kidding? The Earth's still cooling around here. I'm ignoring you right now.
What did you say?
Okay, I hate to admit this while watching this movie, but this little cheeky smile that Gazoo does made me laugh out loud. That is hilarious. Play it again.
What did you say?
Good night. Good night.
I just want to point out that this is how awkward I act on dates, so don't get any ideas.
I think she may be the one.
Oh, I feel the same way about Betty.
It really brings out your smile. I'm looking for a...
Mother? Throw me in a sack and drag me home, but I'll just run away again.
Run away again? No, Wilma, you're 35 years old. You're a grown woman. What do you mean, run away? Unless social constructs are different in the Stone Age? We'll never know. What do you mean?
So, Vaughn, what do you think?
Oh.
I'm gonna ask her to marry me.
Marry you? Dude, what are you talking about marriage already? You just met her like a week and a half ago. Does time move differently in the Stone Age? What?
You know, there are a couple things about me I haven't gotten around to telling you guys yet. I was just so ashamed.
Lovelier than ever. I love your hair.
What? Fred's just gonna stand there while Chip walks up and kisses his girl right on the lips? Do you have no shame? Good Lord, I would never walk up to somebody and kiss them on the lips without saying hello or introducing myself. But if somebody wants to do that to me, I won't be upset. I do enjoy kisses like that. So, next time you see me, go do that.
Wilma's date works at the quarry.
No, Dino, bad!
So let me get this straight. The dog, Fred's dog, that's tied to a tree, ripped the tree out of the ground, ran across town, up a mountain to Wilma's house, somehow knew where Wilma lived, just to burst through the door, jump on the table, smash everything, destroy the party, and then jump on Fred? What? I mean, Fred gave himself away because he yelled the dog's name right when the dog ran through the door. So either Dino, the dog, has or I don't even think it's a dog, actually, come to think about it. Either Dino is the best nose in the entire stone world, or this makes no sense. It's a little too convenient. Good God.
This is all your fault. You ruined my entire party.
How can you treat people this way?
The way everyone's behaved today has been inexcusable. Invite the four of you to the opening of my new casino in Rock Vegas.
We'd love to go.
So here's where the story is about to get really interesting. As we can see, the main antagonist, Chip, is planting the seeds for his evil plan. And there's a lot going on in this movie. So far, we have the plots of Wilma and Fred, the plots of Betty and Barney, the alien research plot, and now the plot of Chip trying to break up Fred so he can have Wilma. And there's a lot more plots coming up, folks. Don't you worry, just strap in.
Those stakes up high. There's a fire. Viva Rock Vegas.
Stony Bennett. That's probably the stupidest thing that I laughed at in this movie, but you know what? There's plenty of it in this movie. Rest in peace to the icon Tony Bennett. All right, Wilhelm scream. This movie has it all, baby.
Oh, young love. Barely begun to pull the strings.
Boss wants his money. He says he don't think you got it. He wants all of his money by midnight Sunday.
And now there's prehistoric mobsters that are after Chip because Chip owes them money? Add this plot to the long list of pre-existing plots. This movie has more layers than an onion, man.
By Sunday evening, I shall be married to Wilma Slaghoople.
Ha! She's tense. I just found out what calamari means.
So the voice for this little massage octopus thing is none other than Rosie O'Donnell. And if you know, she played Betty in the 1994 original live-action movie. Like I said, one of two actors who returned for the prequel. And honestly, I can't blame anybody else because this movie's terrible.
A gentleman gambler like you should be playing with the high rollers. Please, I'll give you a line of credit. Credit? Sure.
So hang on, let me get this straight. Fred is winning big at the casino right now, has hundreds of chips in front of him, countless amounts of money, and Chip invites him to go play with the high rollers. Okay, I understand that, but Chip wants him to use a line of credit that the casino is going to loan Fred. Why? You have all the money in front of you, and this issue is going to come up later in the movie, but also, why would you leave all your chips on the table to go walk over with the high rollers? All your money is right there. You don't even need a line of credit.
Read 'em and wheat, boys. 4 lovely ladies.
Waiter, over here!
Let me. Waiter.
Hello, love.
Are you?
Yeah. Mick Jaggers.
Is that Alan Cumming again? Playing Mick Jagged of the Stones? That's a good bit. I like that, but not too much. I don't like it too much. Apparently, Alan Cumming read for this part as well, just for fun, and the producers liked it so much that they brought him on to play Gazoo and Mick Jagged. This movie is a ride.
1,041, 1,042.
Betty, up here! It's me, Barney! Betty!
Bowling's for poor people.
Buy yourself a clue.
I wish you'd let me put those beautiful pearls of yours in our safe.
It's up to you, baby.
Mr. Flintstone, Mr. Rockefeller has extended an invitation to join him at the fight.
I mean, it's kind of Fred's fault for not noticing that he was losing constantly and continuing to gamble. He could have just cashed out the remaining amounts of his chips, if he had any, made up with Wilma, and then Chip would have been standing there with his dick in his hand. But Fred got greedy, and I would argue that Fred was always greedy, and he isn't who Wilma thought he was all along. But that deserves another deep dive that I don't have time for. Round 122? What the hell? These rich people are just exploiting these cavemen for their entertainment. I guess they're rich, they can do whatever they want. But this isn't a zombies game, that's gotta be illegal. Good God, I feel bad for the cavemen. 122 rounds?
Do you know how much you owe already?
$1,400,000.
Gonna be a real shame when Wilma finds out what a loser her new boyfriend really is.
Wait a second, hang on. How does Fred have debt from his line of credit? 1 million clams in debt from a line of credit? That doesn't make sense because he was always shown gambling using the clams that he already won. And most people wouldn't care about this plot hole, but you know what? I do. This is fucking bullshit. He was never shown using this invisible line of credit. Only the claims that he already won. I'm shaking. I'm sweating.
I'll erase your debt, Flintstone, but you've got to disappear.
You had this planned all along.
Uh-oh, there appears to have been a robbery. I'd like to give him the chance to step forward and admit his wrongdoing, if only to take the first tiny step toward absolution.
All right, hang on. I gotta pause this whole, Chip scene where he's gonna expose Fred of being a scam and a bum, even though he's not, because Chip is an evil man. We have to take a look at the alcohol problem in the town of Bedrock, or Viva Rock Vegas. I don't know, wherever we are right now. Because, good Lord, look how big that this man's glass is. Do you know how much alcohol that is? That would fuck up a goddamn dinosaur. If a human drank that, they would be dead. D-E-D, dead. This town needs help.
See for yourself. I'm not. I'm so sorry.
Go back to Chip, please.
You know, I gotta say, Fred may be dumb, and Chip may be evil, but Wilma is not off the hook. I mean, she fell for this whole plan that Chip put together, and it all worked out conveniently for Chip to get back with Wilma. It's her fault, and on top of that, she falls right into his trap and goes out on a date with him. What?
So you'll have your money by midnight.
The boss says he's got his doubts.
I miss Betty.
For a good time, call 867. That's actually hilarious. Oh my God. And another one says, send a girl in here for a change. The production designers really had fun with this scene. Oh my God, wait a second. 867-5309. Dude, that's amazing.
Gotta help us, buddy. You gotta get us out.
Buddy.
You're right. I was wrong.
Wow. Once again, I forgot about the whole alien subplot because this guy barely popped up in the last hour. And once again, just forced. It's just there so he could save the characters in unsavable situations. It's jail. You're not breaking out of jail. Oh. Never mind.
Barney, you can fit through the bar. Come on, get the keys.
You know, I don't really know how to explain this, but I feel like Fred is trying way too hard to talk like Fred Flintstone, and he's been constantly overacting in this movie, but goddamn, this scene really takes the cake for outrageous overacting. I don't like that.
Hi, Betty. I heard you're going to Stonehenge with Mick Jagger.
Chip's going around saying you're getting back together.
What the hell? She's drinking out of a flask in a kid's movie. Good Lord, I can't believe that just flew right by me as a kid. I mean, to be fair, I didn't even know what a flask was, but still, it's ridiculous.
Run out and find these guys.
All right, fellas. Well, what are we gonna do, Fred? See, Fred? Worked like a charm.
I have no words for this. I just move on, dude.
The one near the end looks like a man.
Okay, fine. I can do this. They're in drag. Why is that a punchline? Good God. Drag is awesome. They look kind of slay. I hate to admit that I would hit. Who is this? A crew member? Unforgivable. What do you mean?
I love you.
Barney, wait.
Hang on, did Betty just get dicked down from a rock star and then she jumped back from Barney, who she previously jumped from before? Barney, pal, perhaps you shouldn't profess your love to this woman. Plus, you've only known her for a few weeks, if that. I'm just saying you should reconsider that because she jumped from you to the rock star, then back to you. Maybe Betty isn't who you thought she was, man.
I love Barney.
Watch your mouth, mister, or I'll give you a fat lip. Take this, you foreigner!
What the fuck do you mean, take this, foreigner? That's gotta be racist, man. You can't say shit like that. Good Lord.
This isn't love. I'd never forgive myself if I didn't give this one last try. Wilma, will you marry me?
And now Fred is the lead singer of the Stones rock band and singing to Wilma, trying to win her back. Again, I don't know what I expected, but it was not this. And what is that outfit?
Take Wilma's leg, Hoople. You may kiss the bride.
Viva Rock Vegas!
And now there's a huge group sing-song. Okay, can we end this movie already? Boy, this movie was certainly a ride, and the whole goal today was to revisit the movie and see if I liked it as much as I did as a kid. To be honest, it is a bad movie compared to the first one, and it is in no way a classic. But that being said, I enjoyed it specifically for the nostalgia. It brought me back to being a kid. A simple time where I did not judge the movie I was watching. I was just enjoying the ride. It's a good lesson for any art or life in general. Just enjoy the things in front of you, wherever and however they are. Try not to judge it and just find the beauty in it, because there's beauty in everything. So keep that in mind as you go about your day-to-day life. And thank you for watching this wonderful revisit of the Flintstones and Viva Rock Vegas. I just want to take a second to thank my patrons and channel supporters. I greatly appreciate those fine folks. If you want to support the channel, you can become a YouTube channel member, or you can go to patreon.com/officialjoeyc for all your exclusive Joey C needs, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, check-ins, gameplay videos, a lot of fun stuff on there, folks. And if you don't want to do that, you can just hit the subscribe button or like the video. And if you want to unsubscribe or dislike the video, I completely understand, man. You know, this thing ain't for everybody. And if you want to support me further, you can go to twitch.tv/officialjoeyc. We do a lot of live streams there, folks. It's a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Keep your eye out for the next video, episode, movie, live stream, whatever it is, man. Listen, cherish the precious moments, be loved, and stay, dude. I'm out of here. Turn the green screen off. Good God, it's good to be back in front of old Greenie. Now, like we talked about before, let's go get that Burger King, baby. I am hungry. Alrighty. Hey, kitty, how are ya? Meow.